Hello and welcome back to class number 5 of our chair yoga series. I'm so glad you're back. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and start seated. And just kind of relax into your chair. We're just going to ease into this. Good, you may want to close your eyes here. I always think it helps to think about things that are kind of floating through my head that I have to do, or things that I've done, or we're going to leave all of that outside of the room. So take all of that and just push it aside, and here we are in this moment. Just kind of check in, do a scan. Are you feeling tight today? Are you feeling relaxed? Are you tired? Are you anxious? Are you excited about something? Are you sore? Are your feet sore? Are your legs sore? Just kind of see how you're doing. Good. And let's just slowly start to think about our breath here. Not changing it, just listening to it. Good. Enjoying the peace of this moment. If there are any distractions, as you start to quiet yourself, you may start to hear things that you didn't hear before. So just decide to not let those distract you. Just push those aside. Good. Slowly start to listen to yourself. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And now let's think about our posture here, our spine. So if you were just relaxed, go ahead and kind of push your sits bones into the chair, allowing your spine to just have energy through it, and a nice neutral spine here. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. Your neck is loose. Inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Good. Inhale a couple more. Exhale it out. This time, inhale all the way up into your throat, and then into your nose, and then exhale it out. Squeezing it out at the bottom. Good, and when you squeeze it out like that, you can go ahead and open your eyes if they've been closed. When you squeeze it out like that, your diaphragm, it knows what to do. It's got a job. It's got one job, and it knows what to do. And so it will automatically just rebound and give you a really fantastic breath. All right, let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Shoulders are down, looking over one shoulder. Inhale it in. Exhale it down. And over to the other side. Inhale. Make a nice big arc down to the other side, and inhale, exhale it down, inhale, last one, exhale it down. Good. Now looking forward, tilt the top of your head to one side. Opposite hand comes to the side of your head and gently stretch it down. Good. Lots of length through this side of your neck. It's easy to kind of crunch up here, and we just want lots of length there. Good. Inhaling deeply and exhaling as we do this. And let's switch to the other side. So we tilt the top of our head to one side, opposite hand comes up and over top, and we stretch. And I will say this here, I think some of us may need different neck stretches, so feel free to do a different stretch that works for you. If you need to take it down and stretch down and then take it up, feel free to do that. Okay, here, I've not done this today, but if you feel like you need to take your nose down toward the ground and your shoulder and scoot your hand back a little bit, feel free to do that as well. Okay, you listen to your body and you respond to that and do whatever stretch your body is asking for today. I'm perfectly fine with that. All right, let's move into our spine, the rest of our spine here. So our hands come to our thighs. We're going to do our cat-cow. We're just going to wake things up a little bit. Okay, so we bring our belly button forward, our chest forward, and our chin opens up as we inhale. Shoulders are down, and then we reverse it. So we pull the belly button back, and the chest and the chin comes down. Good, nice curve through the spine here. And then we pull our belly button forward, and our chest comes forward, our chin opens up as we inhale. And exhale, reverse it. Good. Pulling that belly button back. Good, and we pull our chin down toward our chest. Exhale and inhale it open. Nice big stretch, and exhale it back. Good. And one more big inhale, open. And exhale it back. Good. Excellent. Good. Let's take our legs wide now. Let's just keep warming it up with some big circles. Good. Exhale it back. Inhale it forward. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Take the speed that's comfortable for you. Don't feel like you need to keep up with me or you need to wait for me. No problem. Inhale it forward. Exhale it back. And let's reverse it. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good. Let's take a stretch to the side. Really open up through that side body. Lots of energy pulling through those fingertips, pulling the shoulder down. Good. Palm is facing down toward the ground. Take those nice deep breaths in. Let's switch to the other side. And elbow comes to leg, and then upper arm comes up over top. Palm is facing down, shoulders pulling down, and inhale. And exhale. Good. Feel free to breathe in through your nose. And exhale out through your mouth. And inhale. And exhale. And bring it back up. Good. Hands come to your shoulders, bringing your feet back in if you'd like to. You could leave them wide, whatever's more comfortable for you. And shoulders are down. Let's inhale to one side. Exhale as we twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Shoulders are down. Inhale. Feel free to speed it up if you'd like to. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can stay this speed or you can go faster. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Neck is loose, so your head is just following along. Good. Don't pull anything, but you may want to try to twist a little bit more, a couple more. And come back to the center. Undizzy yourself here. Good, let's take one arm out. Opposite hand comes to the thigh and look in the opposite direction. Good, if you're not feeling this, you may want to inch that extended arm back just a little bit. Palm is open to the sky. Good. One more deep breath. And then switch arms. So that hand comes to your thigh, other hand can come to your shoulder first and then open, if that's easiest, and look to the opposite side. Good. And we're still taking those nice big belly breaths. Inhale in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. Facing front now. We're going to do a different neck retraction this week. Let's take our elbows into our sides. Palms are facing up. Shoulder blades are pulling down and back. And let's open our palms up toward the side. Just rotating them out. Good. Shoulders are still down. Elbows squeezing in. Now from here, we take our chin straight back. Good. Really pulling those elbows in, pulling those shoulder blades down and together, and release your chin. And pull the chin back and release it. Good. It's staying parallel to the ground as it pulls back and release. And pull back. Release. Good. You may feel this kind of firing up further down in your back. Good. And last one. And release. I really like that one because I feel like it engages more through lower in my back, which is important for us. And working on keeping our posture and keeping our strength in our core and in our torso. Okay, let's go ahead and move to standing. Or again, stay seated. That's always an option for you. So we're going to move to mountain pose. Our feet are, I'm going to put my feet together this time. It's up to you if you feel more stable with them apart. That's perfectly fine. Okay, we're going to, wherever they are, pushing into all four corners of your feet. Toes are spread wide, all 10 toes spread wide. Little bend in your knee. Now pull up through your kneecaps, pressing your inner thighs together and pressing your hips together. Let's take a nice big breath as we roll our shoulders up. Our chin comes up and then we relax our shoulders back down. We're nice and open. Good, your palms probably will be facing forward at this point. Let's take a nice big breath in and exhale. Focus on the strength of your body right now. Whether you're seated or standing, you've got lots of strength, more than you realize. Inhale and exhale. Good, it's easy to focus on what we can't do, but let's think about what we can do. Our bodies are here. You've made it to class today and you're strong, and we're working on strengthening every time we meet together. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's take those arms up. Inhale, like you're holding a big beach ball above your head, and exhale. And follow with your chin or your nose. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Couple more. Inhale it up. That breath is traveling through your entire body. Exhale it down. And inhale it up. Let's pause it here. Let's feel how strong our arms are. Lots of energy pushing through those fingertips. And let's exhale it down. Good. If you're standing, go ahead and grab the back of your chair. And we're going to take a few steps back. Let's just settle into our down dog. And if you're seated, you can do this with your hands on the thighs and keeping a flat back. Hinge forward. Good. Little bend in our knees here. And we could even pedal it out. So you can lift one heel and then the other. Good. This is always an option as we start with our down dog. Get a little movement here. Good. And on this exhale, go ahead and walk it forward. Okay. Arms come down. Let's go through our salutation. So we inhale it up. Exhale, hands come down to the chair. Step back about 2 or 3 steps into a nice down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, walk it back up. Extend into a plank. So our arms, our body is straight. We have a straight line through our heels, up through the top of our head. Your arms may need to start to bend a little bit. Okay, and then let's come into a deep push-up. And push your chest out and your chin comes up. As we go into an up dog, inhale. And exhale it back down to neutral. And then push yourself up. Good. Take a step in. And let's inhale it up. And hands to prayer pose. Good, let's do that again. Inhale it up. Exhale, hands come down to the chair. Step back into a down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step in toward your chair, coming into a plank. Okay, lots of energy pushing through your heels. Kneecaps are still pulling up, and we move into a push-up. And then we move into an up dog. If this is available to you, this may not feel good on your back, and that's okay. Good, and we come back to neutral. We push ourselves up. We step our feet in. Inhale our arms up. And exhale, hands together. Good, excellent. Let's start with a chair pose today. So if you are seated, remember you can always do a chair pose staying seated or elevating yourself up just a little bit out of your chair or elevating more and hovering. Okay, and if you're standing, let's take our feet. I'm going to take mine about hip width apart underneath me, and I'm going to sit back like I'm sitting in a chair. You may want to take your hands out so you can kind of play with how far back you can go. Okay, we have a little bit of a counterbalance when we have our hands out. And press into your heels here. And this time, let's go ahead and take our hands up for a few breaths, and then we're going to move into a twist. Okay, so let's have our hands here. Our chest and our face are open. Shoulders are pulling down and together in the back. Good. Take a nice deep breath. And deep breath. Again, always hold your chair if you'd like to. Let's take our hands to a prayer position. Okay, shoulders are still pulling down and together. And from here, let's twist our upper body to one side. So your left elbow moves toward your right knee, or your right elbow moves toward your left knee. Good. You don't have to be connected down here. You can just twist. Good, and then let's untwist. Let's do one more twist. If you need to come out of it, take a breather. That's perfectly fine. And then join us back when you're ready. And let's exhale and twist to the other side. Good. One more deep breath and untwist, and let's press out of it. Excellent. Let's move into our warrior one. You may want to do this, again, facing your chair here. And if you are seated, just go ahead and do these positions from your seat. You may need to shift yourself around on the seat of your chair. Okay, so our front foot is pointed toward the chair. Our back foot is extended back. Front knee is bent. Let's go ahead and line those hips up. Let's square those hips up. Good. I'm actually going to turn this way today because we're going to add a twist, and I want you to be able to see it from the front. All right, so our knee is either over our ankle or behind it a little bit. Lots of energy pushing through that back leg, okay, and pulling up through the arch of that back foot. Let's go ahead and take our arms up. Good. Lots of energy pushing through the fingertips. Good. Inner thighs are squeezing toward the midline. Now take your hands to prayer pose. Here we go. We're going to twist. So inhale. Let's hinge forward a little bit. And then let's twist our upper body. Good. Good. Inhale. You've got this. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Twist, untwist out of it. And then press up through that front leg. Now, if your chair is in front of you, you can scoot your feet in toward each other a little bit, grab the back of your chair, and then hinge forward. We'll get a little stretch in here. Good, nice flat back. Good, excellent. One more deep breath. Excellent. Now let's switch our feet. So our other foot comes forward. We're going to step our back foot back. Lots of energy through the outer edge of that back foot. Pulling those hips so that they're square. And let's just ease into this warrior one. Good. Okay, our front knee's bent. Back leg is pushing out through that edge. Let's take our hands up. On an inhale. Good. Nice and strong. You've got energy through every one of your limbs. That front foot is pushing into the ground. Back foot is pushing in. Fingertips are reaching out. Good. Now let's bring our hands to prayer pose. Big inhale. Hinge forward. And then twist. Good. Keep that back leg, keep energy through that back leg. It's easy to let it get loose back there. Deep inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale and untwist. Grab your chair, straighten your front leg. Step your back foot up or your front foot back so that we have less space between our feet now. And let's hinge forward. Good. Do a nice stretch here. Good, you're doing great. It doesn't always feel like we're doing great when we're wobbly and we're feeling like we're gonna fall over and our muscles are shaking or whatever, but just know that every time you come back to practice this, you're gaining strength and you're doing something really good for yourself. So that in and of itself is an accomplishment and something you should feel proud of. All right, gently push yourself back up. Let's take our feet in and we're going to transition right to Warrior Two. Okay. So, again, you may want to have your chair in front of you for the goddess pose. I'm going to move my chair to the side so I have room. So a nice wide stance again. Okay, we're going to bend into that front knee. Good. We're warriors, we're strong, right? That back leg is extended, pushing through the outer edge of that back foot, pulling up through that arch. Lots of energy. You can even think about rotating your thighs out if that's helpful for you. okay? Maybe you can go a little bit deeper, or maybe not. Wherever you are is perfect, okay? Grab onto your chair, lots of energy through those arms, and deep breath. Good, deep breath in. Shoulders are pulling down and together in the back. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and on this inhale, let's take our arm out, up and back. Good, shoulders pulling down, opening toward the sky. Good, you're doing great. Energy through those fingers. And on this inhale, let's inhale it back around. Elbow comes on your thigh toward your knee, and the upper hand can come up. Okay, it could come straight to the ceiling. We have lots of options. Could stay down at your hip, could be on your chair. Good. Deep breath in. Good. Whew. Go ahead and hold onto your thighs. You press yourself up. Walk your feet in a few steps. Good. We're going to move to a goddess pose. So this is where you may want to have your chair in front of you. Let's take a nice, big, deep bend with our knees. Good. Trying not to lean forward, trying to stay up. With each inhale and exhale, try to release those hips a little bit more. Good. It feels good to me to sway back and forth. You can do that if you'd like to. You don't have to. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and let's come out of it on the exhale. And shift to the other side. So the front foot now should already be in the direction it needs to go. Bring your back foot in, and then bend into that front foot. Good. Nice big bend. Lots of length, lots of energy pushing through both of those feet. And then our upper arms. We only have upper arms. These arms up here, our upper limbs, are going to stretch out. Good. Trying not to be too far forward or too far back. Gazing over that front arm, that front hand. Good. Maybe pulling, making sure your arms they're not forward. You might need to pull them back a little bit. Deep breath. Exhale. And on this inhale, let's take our front arm out, up, and back. Good. Back hand can come to your leg or to your chair. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale out of it, all the way into your side angle. Good. Remember, you can do this right along with us in the chair. Okay, upper hand comes maybe up or out, keeping those shoulders and that chest open. Good. Energy pushing through that back leg. Good. We're almost there. You're doing great. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. On this exhale, take your front hand to your thigh, push yourself up, walk your feet in, all the way in. Good. Let's move to tree pose. And if you are in a chair, like I said last week, eagle is probably a better option for you. So let me just remind you, that's where you cross your ankles and then squeeze your legs together, or cross at your knee and squeeze your legs together. Okay. And we will join you. Those of us who are standing will be doing eagle, maybe next class or in a couple classes here. But if you're standing, let's go to a tree pose. So the ball of your foot comes toward the arch or the ankle of your opposite foot. Remember, in both of these poses, we really want to optimize the benefit of squeezing both of your legs together. Okay, that's where our stability is going to come from here. So we're pushing into the ground and then we're squeezing our legs together. In our upper body, we can have our arms extended. Okay, we can be in prayer pose. We can be hands on our hips. Whatever works for you, find a place to focus on, to focus your gaze. And you can always take your foot maybe to your calf. Good, deep breath in. Good. One more deep breath here. Come out of it slowly. And let's switch. Okay. So the ball of one foot comes toward the arch or the ankle of your opposite foot. We turn out from our hip. Good. Push into the ground with that supporting leg. And pressing your legs together, your feet together, your thighs together. You can come up to your calf if you'd like to. And then find a spot to focus your gaze. Good. Good. One more deep breath. And come out of it. Excellent. We're going to do the stretch a little bit differently this time. If you are seated in your chair and you'd like to remain there, feel free to use the towel or to use another chair like we've done in the past. What I want to do today is a standing stretch using our chair. Okay, so have your chair handy. We'll kind of move it in and out as we go here. But let's go ahead and take a nice wide stance. Okay, almost like we do in Goddess, but our feet are forward this time. They're not turned out. Okay, and we're gonna bend one knee. We're gonna shift our weight over to that leg. Now, we're not sitting way back here. We're just kind of melting down into it. We have a slight bend in this knee. And just like we do in our warrior positions, we're still pushing through the outer edge of that foot, pulling up through the arch. Good. And we're just easing down into it. You can play around here a little bit with this supporting this bent knee. If it feels good to shift to one side or to bend it a little bit more. We're trying to get a stretch through this inner thigh here. Okay? Good. Now, pick your your heels, don't pick your hips up. Pick your heels up and turn them toward the knee that is bent, okay? So now we're in a nice deep calf stretch. We're in a nice lunge. And here we want to make sure that our knee is not over our ankle here, okay? It's either right above it or behind it. And we're pushing through that back heel. We want to have a nice straight line from the heel all the way up through the top of our head. Good. Good. Now, from here, lift your back heel, bend your back knee. Now your body is straight up and down here. And you're going to scoop your hips under, okay? And gently just melt into that. Keeping your knees, your feet, everything in parallel lines, okay? They're on railroad tracks, so we don't want our knees collapsing in or out. And you should feel a nice stretch through the front of this leg, through your hip flexor, down through your quad. Good. Another option for this stretch is to come forward on your front leg, grab your back ankle or foot, and stretch here. Sometimes that's difficult to get into. I completely understand. Sometimes it's hard to get that foot up there. Good. Good. One more deep breath here. Now, let's take our back foot, and this is where you may need to shift your chair around. We're going to swing our foot through. I'm going to give you a couple options here. You can have it on the ground, you can elevate it, maybe on your footstool, or you can take it up to your chair, okay? We're pressing through our heel, little tiny bend in our knee, pulling back through this hip, and we're going to hinge forward from our hips. Good. Let's keep a flat back at first, and then we'll enjoy a curved back here in just a second, but trying to keep a flat back. One reason I love standing stretches is that you can use your fingers to kind of work into your tight muscles, and it can feel really good. It can help loosen those muscles and all those fibers and everything that's in there. It's making those legs work. Deep breath. Now go ahead and curve your back down. Just take your nose down toward your knee. Deep breath here. Good, and slowly roll up out of that. Okay, and then you're gonna need to scoot your back foot in a little bit, maybe not, but you may. Take your knee up toward the ceiling and then let it fall down to the side. Okay, this is like a butterfly stretch. This foot is still flexed, and then we hinge forward. Hopefully this feels good. And here you can think about pulling your belly button forward, so we're not here. We're trying to pull that belly button forward. Good, and the chest, like someone has a string on your chest and they're pulling it out and over. Good. And then roll up out of that ever so slowly. Good, and let's go to the other side. So take that foot down. Move your chair around by yourself. Let's take a nice wide stance here. Good. Feet are forward. Okay, we're not turned out from our hips. And we're going to bend that other knee. And extending through the outer edge of that foot, a little bend in this knee. Good. Trying not to hunch your shoulders up. Good, deep breath. Your legs may be tired at this point, so it may be difficult to hold this stretch for too long. And that's okay, just come up out of it if you'd like to. Take your heels up, and then we're going to rotate to the side toward our bent knee. And now we're in a calf stretch. Good. Really pressing through that back heel to get a nice deep stretch. Good. And lift that back heel. Bending the back knee. Scooping the hips under, so we tuck them under like we pull our belly button up toward the ceiling. And we sit up nice and tall and just relax down into it. Again, we're on railroad tracks. Everything is parallel. Okay, if it feels better to you, you can shift your weight forward and grab that back ankle, toe, shoe, pant leg, whatever you can get. Good. Good. You're doing great. Now this leg that's behind us is going to swing through on the ground. Elevate it a little, or you can bring it up to the chair. And pushing through that heel, little bend in your knee, and we hinge forward. Good. Good. We're almost there. We're almost to our favorite part of the class, right? And take your nose down toward your knee. Just let your back round over. Good. And then rolling up out of that slowly. You may need to bring your chair back to yourself or scoot yourself up a little bit. Knee is going to come toward the ceiling and open the knee to the side and hinge forward. Good. And if you are doing this either with a towel or with two chairs, feel free to modify any of these stretches. Like this stretch you can do with another chair. With the towel, you would take when we cross our ankle over the other knee, you could do that. We're still getting the same stretch through here. Or if you feel like your body needs a different stretch right now, it's completely fine to do that. Good. A couple more deep breaths here. Good, and slowly roll out of this. No sudden movements. And then let's make our way back into our chair if you're standing. Two more things, and then we'll do our final resting pose here, or position. All right, so scoot forward in your chair a little bit. Hands come to the seat of your chair. We're going to push into the chair with our hands. Our chest is going to open up, and we take a nice big inhale in, lifting our nose and chin toward the ceiling. And let's hold it here for a few breaths. Really pushing into the chair and lifting that chest toward the ceiling. Good. Now it may not feel good on your neck to have your head back. If it doesn't feel good, then please don't do it. I know it's sometimes difficult for me to do that. So you can keep your head forward. And then let's come out of it. And let's do a twist. So one hand comes over the opposite leg to the side of the leg. Grab the chair, inhale in, and exhale and twist. Good. Twist. Good. Other side. Hand comes to the side of the opposite leg. Inhale in. Exhale and twist. Good. And untwist. And just settle back into your chair. This is where we let everything go. Everything is relaxed. Not too worried about our posture at this point. Not too worried about everything being perfect. Just making sure we're loose and relaxed. Maybe focus on a deep breath in and exhale it out. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale it out. Good. One more deep breath in. Exhale it out. Good. Now take yourself back in your mind to when we were doing maybe the mountain pose or warrior. Think about how strong that felt in your body. And let's take that strength out into the rest of our day. Whatever else you're doing today, that strength is there for you. You can take that out and you can use it in the rest of your day. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye.